Today, the moon is in Virgo, practical earth sign that helps us roll up our sleeves, get hands on, and get things done. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro vibe for Tuesday, February 3rd. With the Virgo moon today, we have a mood of the day that is focusing on the earth energy that asks us to notice, to pay attention to what is wrong, what is not right, what is not perfect, what could be improved upon. And so we have that Virgo energy of discernment that gives us the ability to see where we can make things more perfect, but not necessarily to be a perfectionist. And that's where Virgo gets a bad rap. We don't have to be a perfectionist. We can be that humble Virgo self that says, I want to be the best I can be. I want to do the best I can. I want to make things that I am making to be the best possible. And that is where the care and attention to detail really matter and really shine. So if you're making something, right, if you're cooking or gardening or doing a craft or even working on something that's very logical, the ability to see how you want it to improve is what helps you to make it better. And that is perfection in kind of the ideal sense, right? Not perfection in that we have to try to live up to something that's impossible, but more that we start where we are and we work toward the small details. We work on the small details that can help bring something closer to the ideal that we want. And it's that process of continuing to improve that helps us get where we want to go, move in the direction of that perfection. Not that we have to achieve it, but that we can continue to improve from where we are, and that there's always more to learn. So that humility and that Virgo desire to be of service. We also have today, continuing with 5 planets in Aquarius. So big picture thinking, ideas, ideologies, new innovative thinking, getting outside of the thinking of the past to open space for new ideas, new possibilities, things that might bring in that aha moment, that, oh, I could do it this way, or that sense of insight coming your way. And so I always say with lots of Aquarius energy that it's important to create space for the insights to arrive. And the more we fill up our minds with clutter, with worries, with kind of obsessing over things that don't really need us to obsess over them, the more we fill up that space, the more we close the door to the insights and the aha moments that can help us get clarity to move forward. So, as we think about the Virgo moon and the mood of the day being hands on and tangible and looking for where we can improve, what we have to learn or get better at, we also have that bigger picture Aquarius energy. It's big picture, but it's also a lot of inner planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Sun, all in Aquarius. So it is the here and now. It is the how. It is the day to day of what do you want to do and how are you going to do it, in the here and now kind of way, in the day to day, while the outer planets are holding space for the bigger picture and things are changing in that realm. So within the here and now and the day to day, we can create space to access new ideas, and we can use that Virgo ability to discern, to take those ideas and apply them, to get that insight or that clarity or that new possibility or that new idea, and then ask ourselves, okay, how do I want to implement How do I want to bring that in to practice? How do I want to do something or create something or do it in a manner that brings in new thinking and new possibility? So you see how those energies can work together as we think about the energy of improvement and learning and being humble to how we can get better. We can create space for those bigger picture ideas to guide us to find the new thinking and the insights and the new ideas that can be implemented in the Virgo ways that we put it into practice. We also have today, we have Uranus stationing to go direct. So Uranus, as the ruler of all of those Aquarius planets, is highlighted as it reaches that station just about around 6:30 p.m. Pacific time is the exact Uranus station. So we feel it kind of all day and about a day afterward, where that heightened energy of instability, feeling things change, like we don't quite know where the ground is beneath us. And part of that is bringing in the new, bringing in new possibilities. But of course, we have that destabilizing feeling of not having control. Things are changing, things are shifting. We don't understand what's happening or what's changing, but it's also bringing in new possibilities at the same time. Uranus in Taurus. So Uranus is going to be going direct after this station, heading back toward Gemini, where later this year we will have Uranus in Gemini for the next 7 years. We had it in Gemini in 2025, and then it retrograded back into Taurus. So we're now in the final stretches of completing this work of asking ourselves, what do we want life to look like? What do we want stability and normalcy and routine to look like as we have maybe no ground to stand on, as things are shifting and changing? And it feels like the very ground beneath our feet is like whatever was there yesterday isn't there today anymore. So we're in the process of change, but we're also in the process of introducing new possibilities. And so it's a destabilizing time, but it's also a very exciting time. Taurus specifically has to do with resources, with things we value, things that are tangible, things that make our lives feel stable and sustainable. But of course, all of that is being disrupted with the shakeup energy of Uranus moving through Taurus. So we're needing to really get clear about our values, really get clear about our resources and how we depend on things, and getting the longer term picture of stability maybe in our lives. What does that look like? And what do we want going forward? What do we want that stability to look like? So bigger picture changes are in the works, and it does feel like everything is speeding up. So take those deep breaths. Virgo reminds you with the self-care to get tangible, right? To do things that you can feel, taste, touch, focusing on your body, focusing on material things that you can see results from. So when you do something physical, you can see what it does. Like you cook a meal, you see the result at the end of it. When you plant a seed, you see something grow. When you repair something, you get the benefit of that. So focus on what you can do, what is right in front of you, what is tangible, and how you are implementing the bigger picture of change and making choices along the way about what is meaningful and important to you and your values. All right. Thanks for being here. And I am so excited. We've got our first emergence guest speaker coming out. If you go to transformationalastrology.com, that is where it will be posted first. And then later I will share it here on this YouTube channel. But to get advanced access, and it's totally free, just go to transformationalastrology.com, grab a free account, upgrade to paid if you want to show your support, which is deeply appreciated. And thanks for being here. Celeste Brooks is our first speaker. Stay tuned, and that will be released very soon. So see you maybe by now, depending on when you watch this. All right. Thanks for being here and for subscribing to this YouTube channel. I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.